The Bunyip is a creature of Aboriginal mythology. It lives in the swamps, billabongs, creeks, riverbeds and waterholes of Australia. The Bunyip has many descriptions. Some say it has a dog-like face, dark fur, a horse-like tail, flippers, a walrus-like tusk and a duck-like bill. Others think the creature has an appearance similar to a snake, while others think it looks similar to a man with a beard. Some even think the Bunyip is actually a prehistoric marsupial. This creature is described to eat livestock in several Aboriginal bedtime stories if they come too close to the water's edge. One of the first recorded accounts of the Bunyip took place in 1818, when James Meehan and explorer Hamilton Hume both found enormous bones in Lake Bathurst, located in New South Wales of Australia. They described the creature similar to a manatee or a hippopotamus. In the mid-1830s, George Rankin discovered fossilised bones in Wellington Caves located in New South Wales of Australia, later to be followed by explorer Thomas Mitchell. In 1847, a strange skull was found near a river in New South Wales. It was later put on exhibition at the Australian Museum in Sydney. For years, people would travel to the museum to look at the skull. Word quickly spread that there was finally solid evidence that proved this creature exists. The skull was later proven to only be the cranium of a disfigured horse or calf. However, there are many that think this is a lie, and the skull is in fact that of a bunyip. It's hard to tell what the bunyip looks like because of its claims of variations, but all sightings agree that it's definitely an aquatic mammal. Regarding its physical appearance, there is no definite description. Several writings and tales have mentioned the creature, yet their descriptions seem to differ. Some said that the bunyip has the size of a crocodile, others claim that it's merely the size of a huge dog. This has made some people believe that what people are actually seeing is a normal animal. For example, it's been suggested that witnesses are seeing crocodiles at night, and they're associating them with the bunyip. Under certain conditions, creatures that we know exist can appear to look different. A famous example is how sailors mistook manatees for mermaids. Over the years though, reports have come from people who believe they've seen a genuine bunyip. Loud, mysterious booms have been reported in many towns across the US. In Pennsylvania they've been heard for months, but it seems that authorities are now getting involved. The FBI and Pennsylvania State Police are now investigating. Authorities are asking that those who notice anything odd call police immediately, and not investigate on their own. What's strange is that no one seems to be able to identify where the noises are coming from, or what is making them. The majority of people reported that the sounds happen between 1 AM and 4 AM. One witness said the following: "It's like a really loud boom. I could feel it shaking our house. It's so loud that it actually scares my daughter." Local police have been receiving reports of the sound since early April. Since the booms have been happening, there have been many theories, but as of today none of these have been proven. What's odd is that usually when these sort of things happen, it's normally only a handful of people who witness it, but in this case the numbers goes into the thousands. Wheat Ridge Police Department spokesperson says police are likewise baffled. "We've had descriptions that are everything from a transformer blue, to a sonic boom that you might hear when an airplane passes overhead, or a jet passing close by. Fireworks sometimes makes loud booms without the crackly noises associated. The challenge for us is that there isn't any evidence of what this could be." Another witness said the following about the mysterious booms: "I was laying in bed with my dog when she started to act strange. She was dragging her belly on the floor and kept trying to hide herself underneath the bed. This was strange behaviour as normally she's very brave. However, not long after doing this I heard these weird noises. They sounded like loud bangs. They were so loud in fact the windows in my house shook. I thought that it may have been a military jet, but I didn't see a plane. When I heard the sound it felt like it was only 100 feet from my house. It's not just me hearing this. All of my neighbours have told me they are hearing it as well. I have no idea what it could be." Another witness had this to say: "I used to hear them occasionally when living on the northwest side. Once at 4 AM, I happened to have stepped outside on an extremely quiet Sunday morning when I heard a sound like a huge boom. Suddenly there was a crackling sound like static electricity, and a huge translucent purple mushroom cloud rose above the rooftops to the west. Blue lightning streaks started inside the cloud and then it just disappeared. I have no idea what caused it. It's quite clear that people are hearing something, but what do you guys think is making these noises? Let me know your theories in the comments. Over the years, the UFO phenomenon has interested millions. However, before investigating, it's important to remember that an unidentified flying object is any object flying in the sky which cannot be identified by the person who sees it. Sometimes the object is investigated. If people can still not figure out what the object is after an investigation, it's called a UFO. Studies estimate that 50 to 90% of all reported UFO sightings are identified later. Usually 10 to 20% are never identified. Studies also show that very few UFO sightings are hoaxes. Most UFOs are actually natural or man-made objects that look strange. For example, astronomical causes, aircraft, weather balloons or animals such as birds. People in Mexico have captured an alleged mothership UFO on camera. Witnesses claim the craft can be seen hiding between the clouds. One witness said the following: "I was walking my dog one afternoon when I saw this strange object in the sky. After calling some friends, they didn't know what it was. The only way I can describe it is it looked like a giant flying saucer. Just by looking at the photos you can see it doesn't look natural. It's darker than the surrounding clouds and it seems to have edges. I was really excited when I first saw it and I told all my friends. They agreed with me there is something there." Many who believe in the UFO phenomena state that these crafts use clouds as a sort of protection, believing that they use them to blend in. Another witness had this to say: "It was really eerie seeing it just sitting there in the clouds. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't look like a cloud, and what is strange, you can see other clouds passing over it. However, science may be able to provide an explanation. Specialists who have viewed similar images say that they're just lenticular clouds. Lenticular clouds are a distinctive cloud formation resembling saucers, and are thought to be an explanation for some supposed UFO sightings. Lenticular clouds have been regularly confused for UFOs throughout history, due to their smooth, round or oval lens-shaped structure. The clouds are not uncommon, but are most regularly found in mountainous areas and can appear singular or stacked like pancakes. These wave clouds form when the air is stable, and wind blows from the same or similar direction at many levels of the troposphere. As the wind blows across hilly or mountainous regions, the air undulates in a downstream train of waves. If there's enough moisture in the air, these waves will condense to form the unique appearance of lenticular clouds. The clouds can be seen as far as 60 miles downwind of the hills or mountains that lead to their formation. So what do you guys think? Does this photo show a UFO or a lenticular cloud? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Human and chimp DNA is so similar because the two species are so closely related. Humans and chimps descended from a single ancestor species that lived 6 or 7 million years ago. As humans and chimps gradually evolved from a common ancestor, their DNA changed. In fact, many of these DNA changes led to differences between human and chimp appearance and behaviour. According to evolutionary psychologist Gordon Gallup, scientists created a hybrid human-chimpanzee in secret. Gallup, who developed the famous mirror self-recognition test, which proved primates could acknowledge their own reflection, coined the term human Z, which refers to a human-chimp crossbreed. Gordon Gallup said that not only was it possible for a human Z to exist, scientists had already gone ahead and done it, and a hybrid human chimpanzee had been born. Gordon said that he was given this information by a former professor, and that the experiment had taken place in a Florida facility during the 1920s. This facility was studying primates at the time. Gallup states the hybrid human chimpanzee had been created successfully. This was done by artificial insemination using the womb of a female chimpanzee that had carried the baby to term and then gone on to give birth to the human Z. It was said that not long after the female chimpanzee had given birth, the scientists in charge of the project had grave concerns about the implications of the project, and they had chosen to euthanize the hybrid human chimpanzee. Gordon states the story is from someone he knew, and that he had confidence that it was true, and went on to say the professor who told him had been a credible scientist. The primate centre that was said to have undertaken the experiment was reached out to, as it's still a working facility today, but not so surprisingly they denied the story, along with denying undertaking any work on the development of a hybrid human chimpanzee. As this happened so long ago, it's possible the workers are unaware this happened. Due to ethics involved, it would be very unlikely they'd want this information getting out. It's likely all documents and other information related to the program were destroyed soon after. Gallup has even gone on to say that it's possible for humans to crossbreed with not only chimpanzees, but also other apes. He said that all evidence, fossil, biochemical and paleontological, including DNA, has suggested that it's possible for human beings to breed with orangutans and gorillas. But what do you guys make of this? Do you think that a program was tested in secret to see if we could crossbreed humans with a chimpanzee? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.